Boop, boop. Where's the red flag? To identify the red flags. So I don't see them.
Everyone's a red flag.
Anyway. Hello. This
Hello?
is What's in the Box.
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
Fucking box.
Me and Cheryl are going to try something new.
Yeah, Zach wants to try reading Reddit.
I want to do the Reddit stories because they're fun. Because we do them all the time anyway because it's schmosh. And we talk about them all the time. So I thought it would be fun to do
People
it.
suck.
Yeah. And so maybe, well, I'm hoping that it'll turn into like a thing.
Maybe, baby.
But I don't know. We'll see how it goes. So Cheryl picked a story. Well, we both picked stories, but we're gonna start with.
But we didn't read them. We picked them based off of the title only.
So we're gonna blind
or at
react.
least I picked mine off the title only, but
Blind
I don't know
react.
Zach. I don't know what Zach does.
I didn't know. I didn't even do what you did. I didn't even open it. I literally just looked at this part and was like, "That sounds fun."
Okay.
Anyway, no, go ahead.
All right, I have to read, which sucks.
We're starting.
Oh, okay. Okay. Am I the asshole?
Yes.
Wife asked for it and got upset when it happened. She asked for it.
She got it.
And she got it. I'm 38 male, a wrestler. I used to compete in high school level, at a high level. I'm already fucking this up.
Brock Lesnar.
I used to compete at a high level. Obviously, I don't compete anymore, but I still lift weights and wrestle for fun. My wife, 36 female, and I have 3 kids. 15 female, 11 male, 9 female. I enrolled all our kids in wrestling at the age of 7. The older 2 have been training and competing since then, and the youngest didn't like the sport, so she quit, and now is doing gymnastics. My wife has never wrestled, but she goes to the gym regularly, and she has decent strength. Yesterday, I was chatting with my wife, and the topic of our daughter's wrestling tournament came up, and she asked me, what do I think will happen if her and our daughter wrestled? And I told her that she has no chance. She answered, she's not beating me. I'm much stronger. And I told her, you can try if you want to.
Time out. What kind of what kind of like ploy is this of like I can beat up my own daughter? Like I just don't.
I say it all the time.
I know, and it bothers me. It normally happens with guys, and I don't get it. I don't get what the like thrill is of like I could totally beat up my kid.
My kid.
Also,
I could take my kid.
Also, how arrogant are you that you watched your daughters go into wrestling and be in wrestling and obviously be good at it because they're at tournaments, and then just because you work out, you're like,
just because you're stronger,
I can take them.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it would be different if my children did something like that, but they don't. So I'm like, no, I could definitely take them.
Well, yeah. Well, like, no, but that's what I'm saying. No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, you just being the parent. Okay, I get the like. Yeah, I totally could, but like your husband's a wrestler. All of your kids are wrestlers.
Yeah.
They've been wrestlers for a while, from what it seems.
What, since 7?
Yeah, you're the only one that hasn't done that has no wrestling experience whatsoever, and because you work out, you're like, I could take her. And then they get upset.
Okay, she started at 7 and she's 15 now.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So and also for like also to get upset that your husband's like, no, you haven't. Like, I understand the thought, but for
she didn't get upset, but she was like, she's not beating me, I'm much stronger. She just like responded like, at least that's what it like says.
I know, it just sounded like a like.
Well, I
no,
made it sound more snotty.
I
did it on purpose.
Anyway, sorry.
All right,
that's weird.
She's not beating me. I'm much stronger, and I told her you can try if you want to, but I'm telling you, you will get ragdolled. And she said, "Okay, let's do it then." So I called our daughter into the backyard and told her mom wants to wrestle. They wrestled while me and the other kids were watching. And just like I told her, my wife got handled with ease. When they were done, it
I
didn't
want to know
last
the
long.
daughter. I want to know the daughter's reaction of like, oh, okay.
When they were done, it didn't last long. My wife laughed it off and acted fine, but as soon as it was only me and her, she said to me, "So you knew how the wrestling match was going to go?" And I answered, "Yes." And she said, "And you still let it happen?"
What?
I got embarrassed by my own child in front of my other children, and now they're not going to look at me the same way.
Whose fault is that?
What? I told her she is the only one who asked for it, and the idea that our kids will not look at her the same was completely false because I taught our kids to be graceful and respectful in victory and defeat.
Oh, that's nice.
And I'm pretty sure they have respect for their mother regardless of what happens in a wrestling match.
I mean, okay. Well, like, but let's be realistic about this, though.
There's one more sentence left.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, sorry. Even after I said that, she was not convinced and still upset, which is not justified in my opinion. Am I the asshole?
No. My answer is no. But also, as much respect as you've taught your daughters to have for their elders and their parents and whatever, which is a cool thing to do because, like, not a lot of people actually have that. Like, really?
Mm-hmm.
So it's cool that they actually do. However, realistically, no. Your kid's always going to be like...
Yeah.
Especially that it's proven. Especially that it's proven now. Like, it's one thing. Like, all boys do that with their dads. They're like, I can totally kick my dad's ass, but it's not really. It's a thought. It's not really proven. But if you prove it, there's no way you can go back on it. There's no way I can walk. If I were to kick my dad's ass, there's no way I can walk in a room with him and not be like, if he like says something of like, hey, stop doing that or whatever, that I wouldn't be able to be like.
Well, I've seen what that looks like because that was my ex's relationship with his father as a teenager. Like, I've seen what that looks like, and it is a terrible dynamic.
But also, to answer that, no. She asked for it. You told her.
You're not the asshole.
No.
You told her that she was going to get her ass kicked. Like, dumb. Even if she didn't believe it, that's not your fault.
Yeah, and it's not your kid's fault either. That's why. While you were reading that, that's what I was saying. I want to know the
daughter's point of view.
The daughter's reaction to her dad telling her that. Your mom wants to wrestle you because I want.
Okay.
Yeah,
especially as a 15-year-old, she's probably like, all right,
okay,
let's go.
Are you sure? Like,
I don't know, Mom.
Anyway, so yeah, you're not the asshole. That's stupid.
There's some comments here. Not the asshole, but your wife might want to look into a few therapy sessions to deal with her authority hierarchy issues in a more healthy way. As the kids get older, the I'm in charge because I'm bigger, stronger, better, and everything, the adult attitude gets less and less helpful. And having a big chip on your shoulder instead of working with kids who should be getting more independent gets more and more counterproductive. Someone with some outside perspective and experience with refraining conflicts like that might be a big help when the higher stakes in the backyard wrestling match. And then someone commented on that saying, especially because she's mad at him for not asserting authority over her to stop her from doing something she wanted to do.
For real.
Yeah. Like, okay.
Like, what? Okay. But what, realistically...
The consensus is not the asshole, like in the comments.
Well, yeah. But realistically...
Your wife needs to grow the fuck up.
Realistically, even if she was looking for her husband to be like, no, don't do that.
Yeah.
Like, also, not his responsibility to, like, treat you like a child in that moment of like, no, we're not going to do this. We're adults. You're also the adult. It's not his responsibility to remind you that you're an adult.
Yeah, honestly.
It's just like it's not my responsibility to be like, I don't think that's a good idea. When you're the one pushing me. If you're the one pushing me, then okay. Whatever happens, that's you as an adult making an adult decision.
Yeah.
And sorry, go ahead. There's no updates?
No updates. No. So the 36-year-old wife with no experience wrestled her 15-year-old daughter who has 8 years of training and lost the match. Wife is delusional.
Yes. That's what I was thinking going into this. Before I even before I even heard the outcome.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, that doesn't even, in what world were you like, this is gonna go well? It would have been super cool though if like in that story she started off with like, my daughter has all this experience and all I do is work out and whatever.
Yeah.
It turns out she's been taking secret wrestling
Oh
classes
yeah.
away from the family.
Just to beat their
Just
asses, just to prove dominance.
Yeah.
She's like, I will prove dominance.
She came back
over
for the
this
rematch.
family.
Update. She came back for the rematch 2 years ago. Still lost.
That's funny.
I think the emotional one is funny, but I do like the "Are you an asshole" ones though, because they make me laugh. Oh, this one's short. Okay.
Uh
oh.
You gotta read the title first so we can determine off the title.
Oh. Wait, hold on. I might be wrong. That's what I was looking for.
Original post.
Yeah. Where is it?
Go back again.
Wasn't in. Yeah, that's what I hit.
No, you didn't.
Oh. Okay. Am I the asshole for remembering my late husband fondly by keeping mementos from our marriage and still celebrating his birthday?
I would need more context, but I would say no.
My
Generally?
my first husband, 35, or she's a 35 female, sorry. My first
35 female.
first husband, John, died very suddenly 6 years ago. We were together for 8 and happily married for 4. We never had children. 3 years after his death, I met my current husband, Ned. Lame name change.
Oh my god.
Sorry. And we hit it off immediately. We got married last year and everything has been great. Save for one reoccurring.
Except.
No, it says save.
Yeah, I know, but
Okay. Except for one reoccurring argument. Ned hates that I still have sentimental items in my first marriage. I've tried to be sensitive about his feelings because I don't want him to think that I settled for him because John died. I don't want to make him feel like I want him to compete or that I'm measuring his worth using John as a yardstick.
Okay.
Sorry. Ever since the first time he expressed his discomfort with this, I do not bring John up to him and I keep the things out of sight. I keep my wedding photos, other photos, wedding tapes, home videos, gifts from John, an old record collection, and 2 large chests in the basement. The rest of his things I gave away to his brother and nephew. I have looked at them maybe thrice in 2 years. I usually at his family's request. I don't want to throw them all out or give them away because they signify an important part of my life, even if I'm in love with another man now.
Yeah.
I'm still very close with John's family. I'm just gonna pause and say the fact that she's considering and like putting these things out of sight or like hiding them.
Yeah,
or,
she's considering his feelings.
She's considering his feelings enough for like I understand the argument side of it, I guess, insecurity part of it. But like it's not like she's just like, we'll deal with it. Like, you know what I mean? It's not like she still has like the wedding photo up and like brings up all the time and whatever. Like it's literally just like if he's, at least from what it says right now, the only time it gets brought up is by him or like his family or whatever. Like, you know what I mean? So like in my opinion, if it's being brought up, then you're the one like as of right now. Like, you're the one, like, starting the argument.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still very close with John's family. Every year on John's birthday, we have a family reunion where we remember him, we eat, we drink, we tell funny stories, we laugh at his most unflattering photos, watch home videos, including mine, play his favorite songs, generally have a good time. It hasn't been a sad affair for the last 3 years now. John's family are very welcoming and have expressed interest in meeting Ned. He declined because he felt uncomfortable. I understand why, but they are also my family too. He doesn't want to attend family events like the reunion, birthdays, or wedding, and I never forced him, even though it does hurt my feelings that he wants to shut off that whole family. Shut me out of that whole family. What?
I don't want to be quick to be like, dump him, but I don't know.
Okay, well, I got one more sentence, and then there's an update after that, by the way.
Okay.
Yesterday, he found some old books of John's that I'd forgotten to remove from the library. Fucking rich people, fucking library. And accused me of leaving them there out of spite. Out of spite. Instead of putting them in the basement. Said that I don't love him and that he knows I wish John was still alive. I told him that I do love him and that he was being unfair because I can't very well say I'm glad that he's dead.
Yeah.
He told me that if I want to prove that I love him,
no,
I should throw out all the mementos.
Don't do it.
Because John and I never had kids to pass them on to, and that I can go to family things except for the birthday celebration. And I can go to family things except the birthday celebration.
What the fuck?
I have tried to explain that I can't simply forget 8 years of my life, and that it's unfair for him to expect me to say that I'm glad that I was widowed. But he refuses to speak to me until I do what he wants. I'm extremely hurt.
This man is a child.
I'm extremely hurt, and I feel like I'm not being unreasonable.
You're not.
But now I'm wondering, maybe I am. Am I the asshole?
No, not the asshole.
Okay, yes, I'm gonna.
No.
How many? Hold on.
Not the asshole.
There's like 4 updates.
Okay,
anyway,
cool.
But so no, you're not the asshole.
No.
But I'm gonna just make a point. One, the fact that how he worded it in his ask of you after you guys being together.
There was nothing sensitive about how he said it.
Well, you've been together for, they said, 4 years already or something like that. 2 years, sorry. They've been together 2 years, okay? You knew going into this that was the deal.
You knew she was widowed. You knew she was still close with the other family.
For you to ask now, I feel is more insensitive than for you to have asked up front.
Yeah.
Or even
even then, how dare you?
Well, yeah, I'm not saying it's any better. I'm just saying for you to do all this drawing out of her being hey, do you want to come to their family stuff with us? No, I'm uncomfortable. Hey, do you want to do this with us? No, I don't want to do that. For you to draw that out and then all of a sudden hit her with
because he waited 2 years to do this because he thought he would get her in a vulnerable state of, I've already got her trapped in this relationship, now I can get her to do whatever I want.
Yeah.
That's why he waited so fucking long.
But also, I think it's unfair, especially in that regard. One, I think him making a big deal about the celebration thing is fucking ridiculous. Like she said.
Yeah, there's good men out there.
It's 8 years. You were together for 8 years. You were a part of his family. It's not like you're just showing up or whatever. They're inviting you as we do this as a family to remember him. Not in a way of and they're inviting, my point being, they're inviting your now husband.
Boyfriend or whatever, yeah. Is he husband or boyfriend?
Yeah, it's husband. No, it's husband.
Oh.
They're inviting your now husband to this. So, it's not even, you know what I mean? Like it's not even like a malice thing. It's really it seems to me it's really like a no, we just love this person and want everybody like you know what I mean? Like from their end. So for you to like you know what I mean? For you to be the person that's like you have to forget all of this. And I think the throwing away thing
No, yeah, that's trash.
I don't care about your insecurities. I understand that happens because that happens with everybody.
Yeah,
Like especially if it's like a big part of your life.
yeah,
Like your insecurity is going to happen. You're going to be like, "Oh, are they just with?" Well, kind of like you said in the beginning. Are you just with me because they died? Do you really love me? Is it kind of just a settle? Like that stuff
well,
happens.
I fucking hate that question too for people who've been widowed. Are you only with me because they died? Yes.
Yeah.
If they were still alive, I wouldn't fucking be with you. Yes. That doesn't mean that our relationship isn't as
Is
valued
any less?
or any less
Yeah.
than it is. Like, it doesn't mean that at all. Like, I don't know, I'm such a blunt asshole. If someone asked me that, I'd be like, yeah, I wouldn't fucking be with you. I'd be with my husband, who's dead.
But also, I think the ask of throw it all away is just trash. Like I don't understand why that. I don't understand why that's always an insecure boyfriend or husband in a situation like this, even not widowed. Like there are guys that do that to girls or guys even that have just been in long term relationships and they're like,
Yeah.
well, you have to get over it and get rid of everything. That's not how that works.
Well,
Like, you know
also,
what I mean?
also sometimes
It's even worse for
well, not just that, but sometimes things are still used. Like, I have a fucking jewelry box from one of my first boyfriends that I still use to this day. And if you were like, I need you to throw that jewelry box away, I'd be like, why?
No.
Like, why? I've literally had it through all of my relationships, my ex marriage, my kids, you and our marriage. Like, what the fuck is the point? It has no sentimental value as far as the guy who gave it to me. It's literally just a useful fucking thing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't need to throw away a nice jewelry box because you know that it's tied to my first boyfriend. Like,
I don't know. I think the throw it all away to prove that part is what bothered me. It was the wording that he said.
yeah,
It was
throw away to prove that you love
that
me.
you love me. It was the prove.
I've been with you for 2 fucking years. I clearly love you.
I think that's trash in any capacity. It doesn't matter. And if you can give me a situation where I can disagree, fine. I'll admit that I'm wrong. But there's no situation that I think the prove how much you loved me is valid. It's all trash. I think that whole mentality is trash.
See, this is how I know that
Trash.
like this is a trash situation. Is that there are men out there that would not act this way about the situation.
Hmm?
I have read Reddit stories where there is a guy who goes and talks to the grave of her ex-husband to tell him about like her life now and
Mhm.
how the kids are doing and all that. I understand they don't have kids, but still, like, there are good men out there that realize that that part of your life was a big part and special, and they are not going to shit on it. They're going
Was
to
a part
embrace
of
it.
your life.
They're going to embrace it as a part of their life now, too.
Yep.
And it's like, no, if there's men out there that'll do that, this is not worth it.
And
This is trash.
And it's not, again, there's updates, so I don't know. There might be something else. But
So don't.
but even
It's gonna.
but even like
I bet you it's gonna be some bullshit about I only feel this way because all my friends told me I should feel this way, and blah blah blah.
Trash.
It's gonna be some bullshit like that. Like,
trash.
nah, think for yourself, bro. Have your own fucking brain.
Well, I was gonna say, well, that's why I said there maybe because there's updates, but that's what I was gonna say. It would that kind of hostility and that kind of like ultimatum of like
Yeah.
you either throw it all away or
I
we're
don't
done
think-
sort of thing. I would the only time I would understand that is if it was excessive.
Even if we're missing a bigger
like,
picture,
if
here,
like she was calling you his name and like walking around the
Yeah.
house and like and you were doing that for that long, like every single day, and she hadn't really like actually moved on. Okay, I get it. I get the like feeling that she doesn't really love you. I get all of that. But what
yeah,
she
but an
said
ultimatum
wasn't
is
that.
still not acceptable. I don't care what the situation
No, but I'm
is.
saying,
An
like,
ultimatum sucks. That just sucks.
I understand the hostility the way he worded it if that were the case.
Yeah.
But also, I would say, to counteract that statement, you got into the relationship. So if that was the case, you already knew that that was the thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, but it's not. Up till now, it's not.
Well, yeah. And like I said, I'm sure because there's always three sides to every story, and I'm sure, it's not being written out exactly the way it is or
Yeah.
whatever. But even then, the way he's saying it and the way he's talking is just not acceptable anyway. Like, it doesn't really matter what the other
Yeah.
side is at this point.
That's what I'm
Like,
saying.
I don't think
Like,
there's any update that could convince me that she's the asshole. Like,
I
you
don't
know
know. The only there's unless there was something there's something way out of left field.
Yeah.
I know. But yeah, I agree. And you can tell, and I've said this about other
I bet you he's
videos,
fucking cheating too.
they're all cheating.
I bet
all
you
men, they're trash.
I bet you that's why
all
he's
men
so
cheat.
insecure about it.
I agree.
Out of nowhere. I mean, well, she said he's been insecure about it for the whole time, but like for him to like all of a sudden after 2 years bring up this ultimatum, I bet you that there's something else going on and he's projecting.
Yeah. Anyway, update.
My eye itches.
Sorry for it taking so long. Thank you for all the comments. I appreciate all the resources, advice, and awards. I don't
Reddit awards.
I didn't expect this much feedback, but I'll do my best to read through everything. Also, thanks for everyone who suggested an article. You've all given me so much needed perspective, and I see now that I wasn't taking it seriously enough.
Yeah.
I never thought that he would try to tamper with my things, but also didn't think he would ever behave like this when I married him. See?
Yeah.
I would like to clear a few things up, however. I've had a few hostile comments and DMs saying that I've been trying to make him uncomfortable by asking him to go to the family things, force my ideas of normal on Ned, and force him to be in a polyamorous relationship with a goat.
What the hell? People are weird.
I like that. I like that.
I feel like people are projecting their own insecurities.
I like that. That's funny. I don't see how, because I changed my name. Well, yeah, I changed my name, go out of my way to not mention or do anything related to John, save for the day. Oh, save that for the day of the year of his reunion. I even used to celebrate mine and John's anniversary and wore his ring, but I stopped doing that before Ned and I met. That's what I'm saying. I don't even
before you even met. That's crazy. Okay.
I don't even mention the traditions we had out of respect. I do miss him sometimes, but I'm not pinning, and I don't
pining.
But I don't verbalize it except to my therapist. Therapy helped me immensely here, and I'm working my hardest. I didn't try to make Ned come to the birthday reunions with me. I only suggested the reunion after he accused me of spending it pining over John. I wanted him to see that wasn't true. I did ask him to come to John's brother's wedding with me and my nephew's birthday, and he said no to both of them, citing the same reason. My therapist helped me frame some points to tell Ned that we need couples therapy. John's brother Tom came over and helped me to move my stuff so he could take them to his parents' storage tomorrow. John stuff.
Yeah, but I think that might be more out of fear of Ned doing something to them.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because she did kind of brush over that at the beginning of this update.
Ned finally came out of the den and lost his mind when I told him that therapy is non-negotiable. He tried to stop us from moving the stuff a few times, accusing me of violating his trust by asking for help. Yeah,
Didn't he want the stuff out and now he's upset?
Yeah.
that he's
I
moved
don't know.
because it's John's brother there.
I guess.
He's not upset about her moving
Maybe.
the stuff. He's upset that John's brother's there helping her move the stuff.
I don't know. That's weird.
That's exactly
I hate when
what's
people
fucking
do that.
happening.
That's like
That's what's happening.
That's like one of my biggest pet peeves of Reddit stories is when people are like, when people give the ultimatum, and they're like, you do this or you don't love me, and then people figure out a way to do it, and they're like, no, not that way.
That's not the way I meant.
That's not what I meant. I meant you, piece by piece, while sobbing, take it out of the house, because that would make me feel better.
Yeah.
That's stupid. Anyway. Separate from moving the stuff a few times, accused me of violating his trust by asking for help.
Yep.
And that Tom and my relationship is inappropriate because we are not related anymore.
Yeah, you are.
He claims he asked me to get rid of the stuff in the chest, but that the actual chest belongs to him, or to us both. That I have no right to be taking them away.
What?
That I'm being manipulative by not trusting him with my stuff.
Oh my god.
He didn't give me an answer regarding the therapy.
No.
I would let him keep. I'm gonna pause, but I would let him keep ranting and then being like, "So is that a yes or no to the therapy?"
Divorce.
Anyway,
leave this man child.
Honestly, I just let Tom do most of the shielding at that point because I'm tired of repeating the same thing over and over again. I felt so spent that I just couldn't find it in me to shout over him to be heard anymore. I was able to get some things together, and now I'm
Poor Tom.
I was able to get some things together, and now I'm currently at Tom's. I'm so grateful for him and his wife for breaking quarantine for me to let me stay with them.
Okay.
Now I'm just trying to manage my anxiety, and at least until I can talk to my therapist again. I know everyone wants me to say that I'm definitely going to divorce him, but I need a moment to collect and process. I promise I'm thinking about how to care for myself and keeping separation and divorce in mind. I went from being giddy with love to being frustrated but hopeful in the morning, considering divorce in the evening. Hopeful in the morning, considering divorce in the evening. He's blowing up all of our phones now, but I'm very tired and I just want to sleep.
Gross.
That's the first update. There's another
Gross. Oh my god.
I can't.
I don't know if I can take any more of this man's behavior.
I can't with the... I'm sorry. That's a big thing. I can't with the... Do this to prove you love me. Okay, I'm doing it. No.
No, not like that.
You picked the wrong person. Also, I'll go back to the same point.
It wasn't even... Yeah.
I'll go back to the same point. They are a part of her life.
Yeah, Yeah.
Like, what? I don't...
Yeah, just because they're not together, even if it was a divorce, even if it was a messy divorce, if the family is still in contact with that person, they're still family. You married them. They're family.
Yeah, but
you didn't even marry your ex-girlfriend, and we still have to see her at family events because she's family to some of your siblings.
Yeah.
Like... It is part of being an adult. It's part of having relationships before your spouse.
Also, that is what makes it unfair. If they were just dating, yes, it's still an asshole move, but, like, I get it. But you married it. Like, you chose... You going into this knowing that she has this birthday thing every single year, that she has these things in the trunk, which I think is... You should consider how respectful that is.
Well, so I'm confused about the trunk thing. It's our trunk. What?
They bought... So what he's trying to say is they bought the trunk together, but the stuff in the trunk
is John's. Where her stuff
So his argument was that's not John's stuff. That trunk is ours.
Oh.
The stuff in it is what I told you to get rid of. Which I think is trash. Because, like, she's getting... Again... Going back to my point,
do you really want the trunk? What are you going to do with the trunk?
She's doing what you're asking her to do. It's not like she told you to fuck off. If it's really that
important for you to have the trunk, then here, have the fucking trunk. Like,
stupid.
I don't know. That's just crazy.
Oh, shit. There's 2 more updates.
Okay.
The first one's short, though. A few people have contacted me to let me know that my post is being shared on social media and that a relationship website has written a story on it. I'm a little disappointed, but honestly, it's not the worst thing that's happened in the past couple days.
Uh-oh.
I'm mentally preparing for the possibility that it will get back to Ned and likely cause more tension than is already going on. Just updating to let everyone know that I'm aware that it's circulating.
Yeah, but maybe he needs to see all the people in the comments. Maybe
no
he
need
needs
to
see
DM
the
me.
comments.
So this is the update after that. After that, I know it's circulating.
Yeah, I know it's circulating. Stop telling me.
Yeah. This thread has long grown cold, but I guess I want to write this down at least to hold me accountable to my decisions. I spoke with Ned a few hours ago for the first time since I left the house. He was very angry and lashed out at me.
No, see, he's still acting out.
Initially,
he can't even chill after days of not talking.
Initially, I planned on having a face-to-face, but give the content of his messages to myself and my family when I left, I chose to do it all over Zoom. I didn't want to ask anyone else to chaperone because I'm honestly still embarrassed by the event earlier this week anyway. There was a lot of alternating between crying, yelling, and begging, and somehow he eventually agreed to try marriage counseling and individual therapy. Trash! No. I get it. I understand, but trash. You don't need that in your life. This is the definition of you deserve better.
Yeah.
Trash. Earlier that week, individual therapy. Oh, I explained to him that I don't ever expect him to spend time with my family if he doesn't want to, but would he be willing to accept that they are my family, even if we share no blood or existing relationship by marriage? I explained that I have known them since I was barely 18, before there was even a John and I knew his family, and that they have been my people for a decade and a half.
Yeah.
I explained that I would happily try to foster the same relationship with his siblings, where he ever get back on speaking terms with them.
Oh. This guy doesn't even understand the concept of family. That's why. Like, I'm not saying you can't cut out family. I'm just saying he doesn't really understand, like, a good family dynamic.
That's fair, though. That's probably why he doesn't understand why...
He doesn't understand a good family dynamic.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's probably why he doesn't understand what she's been saying of, like, well, they're my family. They've been here for this long.
Yeah,
like,
and he's like, I
love
don't understand.
them. They
I
love
cut
me.
my family out.
Yeah, and she's like, so?
But your family's trash. Mine's not. That's different.
Yeah. There's no more updates, so I'm going to go settle on that. He said that speaking on terms with them, this he refused to budge on. He said he will never be okay with my relationship with my family, and that he will not refer to them as such, because what I was apparently describing was close friendships. I won't bore you with the rest of all the other details, because after that answer, I don't know who or what I'm even fighting to hold on to anymore.
Yep.
I'm slowly accepting the fact that I will be putting away more wedding photos soon. I can't believe it hasn't even been a year. So, and there's no update. So I'm gonna assume
they haven't even been married for a year.
That sucks. That's stupid.
Well, I mean, to be fair, they've only been together for 2 years, so it would be kind of weird if they've been married for longer.
Yeah, I guess.
That's crazy.
That's nuts. That's ridiculous. That's trash. I'm just saying that whole situation is trash. The whole, like, you need to get rid of this aspect. You need to, like, don't get me wrong. I would say I would agree that there might need to be, like, healthy boundaries. Maybe.
Bug.
Like,
it's a bug.
Like I'm saying, like again, going back to like my point. Okay. Going back to my point before, like if it was like like she was using those things to like break down and cry and still like use the family as like emotional like support still after like that, and you got in a relationship and you didn't really know if that was going to go away or whatever,
And it didn't.
and it didn't. Okay, I get like having the conversation of like I think that
you
you
reeling on
submersing
something.
yourself in this family isn't helpful for you.
Yeah.
That's my next one.
Oh, I was gonna. Okay, never mind.
You can. No, go ahead.
No, I was gonna look at the comments, but you already changed it to the next one.
But I can understand that. I can understand the boundaries thing as far as like that goes. Like if it was, but she's doing all the things you would want, and I know that sounds mean, but she's like doing all the things that you would want as dating a widow. Like you know what I mean? Like she's not bringing him up all the time. She's not like putting it in your face of all of like their photos and their traditions and whatever.
Yeah.
She's not, which I also don't think that that's healthy, having to hide that part of you at all
I don't
either.
think so either.
But she's at least doing those things, you know what I mean? And then for you to just be like, that's not good enough, like that's trash.
Yeah, I don't know, it's just weird because I've even picked up traditions from my ex marriage that we still do today. Like
Yeah.
we do the pajamas on Christmas Eve. And that was something I picked up from my ex-husband's family. You know what I mean? And like, I don't know, it's just crazy to me. Like, I would be upset if you were like, we can't do pajamas on Christmas Eve because that's your ex-husband's tradition and that's just weird. Like, I'd be like, okay, but it was mine and my kids' tradition for the first few years of their life. Like, it's.
I just don't understand that like you're not a virgin mentality.
Yeah.
That there can be no other person before me.
Heaven forbid. Well,
that
and
you
how
can have
that,
no life
I just don't
before me.
understand how that's any different than having an ex-husband or an ex-boyfriend. Like,
Yeah.
oh, did you love them? Yeah, I did. That's why I was
Yeah.
with them.
That too, but that's
Like, I don't understand.
That's what I'm saying. They're predominantly men, but there are women that get upset about it too. But like just the like, well, I'm not the only person you've loved. No, especially the older you get.
Yeah.
Like for that to be a thing, like when you're 16, okay, I understand like kind of being upset.
Yeah.
Because like you're young.
And you don't understand.
But like when you get into like your older 20s, 30s,
late
whatever,
20s, 30s, that's
for
weird.
you to expect that
That's
nobody's
weird.
ever been in love before you, that's stupid.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
That's so weird. And the whole, well, do you still love them? Well, that's not even a thing. Like, you can't, that's not a reasonable question.
Well, I don't.
Like, of course, there's aspects of them that I still care about and still, like, real or, like, still, like, make me feel some kind of way. But no, overall, no, I don't still love them. Otherwise, I'd be with them. Like,
Yeah.
I'm with you because I love you. Like, I don't understand. You won. You're the chosen one. So what the fuck? And I get that's different with a dead ex-husband. Because it's like, you're the chosen one now, but you wouldn't be the chosen one if they weren't there. But it's, I don't, if you had a dead ex-wife, I would not be upset by anything that you did that had to do with her. I don't think I could bring myself to be upset about it. I feel like that would be so totally unfair of me.
That would be, okay.
My eye is burning.
I know that this is just us talking about it, that there's no like proof of concept.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, that would be like if I died and you wore my red wedding ring like as a necklace every day.
Yeah.
Didn't do anything else. Like didn't talk about me, about how great I am. Didn't like have pictures or whatever.
Yeah, wasn't like, comparing the relationship. Wasn't like
just that.
Yeah.
And then somebody was like, if you really love me, you can never wear that ever again. That's just so like I don't understand why that's the thing. Why like you can't just accept like she's with me, we're married, I have this. She is doing this. Like, why it's got to be all or nothing? Like, why it has to be like, well, there's still a thing I see. There's still a part of him.
There's
here.
something.
Yeah.
You're flaunting it in my
It's
face.
just stupid. It's
Flaunting
stupid.
what?
Stupid.
Flaunting that I loved someone? Oh no.
Oh no.
That I'm capable of love?
Do you want to do this one?
It's up to you.
Oh, there's not an update. There's an edit though, but there's no update. Okay, we'll try.
Do you want to read it or do you want me to read it?
I want you to read it.
Okay.
I don't mind reading. It's just a lot.
My 33 male wife, 31 female, is having an emotional affair. Is divorce the right option?
Sorry, that was why I picked it, because the emotional affair thing makes me laugh. Right, go ahead.
No, it's alright. Alright. Let's get into it.
Let's do it.
A few days ago, I noticed my wife deleting a text thread, which is something she has never done. Okay.
Well, okay.
I'm sure she has, but I decided to check her laptop as texts go through there, and I was shocked to find that she was having a sexually explicit conversation with a coworker who also happens to be married and just had a child a few months ago.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh. I'm gonna. Normally, I would. Normally, I would be on the other side. However, context of that alone, I would be like, no. I'm gonna say that that's a problem.
Yeah, but what kind of sexually explicit conversation was it? Was it like coworkers joking, or were they like sexting each other?
Yeah, I guess.
You know what I mean? Like, how many times have I made like sexual comments to coworkers?
Yeah.
Like in front of you or whatever, like in a joking manner.
Yeah.
And it was never taken any kind of way because.
Yeah, I guess it does depend on.
It really depends on how sensitive this guy is to it, but it also depends on the relationship dynamic and whether you know it's okay, because it's different for us. I can make those comments in front of you to other guys or to other guys in general because you know that it's not going any further than that, and I don't feel that way about them, and I don't think that way about them.
Also, that there's that the divorce thing is the top headline.
Yeah.
Like, that would definitely be a conversation.
I don't know. Let's get further into it and find out if maybe we get more context on the sexually explicit conversation. For context, we have been together for about 13 years. That's a long time.
Shit.
And married for 4. That's a long time to be not married.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Wait, what is that?
13 minus 4.
That's 9 years?
An 8-year engagement? I don't know about that.
Sorry. Sorry, go ahead.
We both work in demanding jobs in healthcare. Like any couple, we have had plenty of ups and downs. Of course you have.
Why is it always healthcare people that are like hypersexual people?
I don't know. People in general are hypersexual.
No, I'm just saying.
They just hide it well.
I mean, like specifically like doctors and nurses and like.
I don't know, because I have to deal with it more often.
Maybe.
The last couple years. Oh, sorry, wait a second. My heartburn.
Super tiring.
My heartburn made me yawn. That was weird.
Have been super exhausting.
The last couple years. Woo! The last couple years have really been in a rut. It has felt like we are constantly more irritable with each other. Our intimacy has been nearly dead now for a while. However, we both felt this may be part of depression and hormonal issues that we are having and working on.
Time out. Pro tip.
Yeah.
If that's the case, marriage pro tip. If that's the case, it's both sides. If your intimacy and depression goes up on both sides, or your intimacy goes down, your depression goes up in a marriage on both sides, it's because both of you stopped trying something.
I don't know.
If you're intimate, like if your intimacy between the two of you isn't there anymore, it's because one of you or both of you stopped trying to do something. Like stopped doing the little things. Stopped like showing your other person like that you love them or that you find them attractive or like whatever, which happens. But the fact that she said it went on for so long,
he said,
is like, okay, then you guys stopped trying to. You guys gave up. Of like, we just don't have intimacy anymore.
Another issue that bothers me.
I'm leaning.
I don't know.
Go ahead.
Another issue that bothers me is that for the entirety of our relationship, she has made jabs at how men always cheat, and I will someday cheat on her.
That's something
sounds like she's already emotionally uninvested in the relationship.
Yeah, that's already like a shut. That's already she's
put the wall up. She's put the wall up years ago, and she's kept it up.
She's one of those people that it seems from that comment alone, like she's one of those girls that has a person already ready on the backup in case like this relationship doesn't work out. Like, you know what I mean? Like, by that statement, it sounds... I'm not saying she does. I'm saying, like, that mentality of, like, well, people are going to cheat anyway, so I'll just always be prepared that I'm going to be cheated on.
Yeah.
Like, sort of thing.
Her previous relationship before me, which is crazy because you guys have been together for 13 years, so... Okay.
The fact that even comes into play is fucking crazy.
Her previous relationship before me ended with her boyfriend living a completely second life with a different woman.
Oh, shit.
She used to go through my phone when she felt I was texting a particular female too much. Given that this current situation just enrages me. All right, here's more context about the coworker. This coworker of hers has always been a close friend for the last 3 years. It's been obvious in the past that he has a crush on my wife.
No, that would have been a conversation.
But I have never seen any evidence that it was reciprocated. He has sent suggestive texts in the past, and she has shut it down and insisted he likes to get a rise out of people. No, don't excuse the behavior. That's nasty.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. Like, if you've been in a relationship...
That's not a friend.
I understand that we're, like, big on communication, and most relationships aren't that way.
Yeah.
But you've been together this long. That should have already been a conversation.
Well, so that's not a friend.
Well, yeah, but that should have already been
I like to get a rise out of people. That's not a friend.
Well, especially that. Like, that already should have been a conversation. Have been like, he already has a crush on you. This is going to turn into a thing. And the fact that he's using this as an excuse...
If she really has been having to shut it down for 3 years, be like, I'm like telling him, don't talk to me like that or whatever. Yeah. However, she's shutting it down. If she really has been quote unquote shutting it down for 3 years, and this person isn't actually a friend, because otherwise he would stop doing it.
Also, I would have already stepped in already.
But at this point, 3 years, I don't think she's actually shutting him down.
That's what I was just gonna say. I think it's a save face. It sounds like a save face
to her husband.
Of like, no, I told him to stop. Yeah.
I don't reciprocate. I don't play back. But you don't know what they're saying to each other, like in the halls of the fucking hospital.
But that's a bold stance for, like, not him, but the other guy. That's a bold stance to tell her husband, like, I just like to get a rise out of people.
Well, he hasn't said it. She said it about him.
She said it about him?
Yeah.
That's even more, like, that your wife is being like, oh, well, he just likes to get a rise out. Okay. It only is affecting us.
Yeah.
Like, that's, like, it's not like he goes, okay, I don't know this for sure, but they didn't say that in there. But it's not like he goes around blanketing the same sexual, like, advances to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just the two of you. So that statement in itself is super, like... You read further, didn't you?
No.
Okay. Okay, fine. Go ahead.
She's the asshole.
No shit.
Oh, yeah. All right. Here we go. You ready for this? Here we go. You ready for this? In the last few days, I have seen texts from the two of them complaining about their sex lives, talking about how much they want to have sex with each other.
Time out. I know. I'm sorry. Time out. That is never a good idea.
No, because...
Ever.
Yeah.
That's never a good idea. Best friend, guy, girl, doesn't matter. Should never complain about how frustrated you are with your sexual things in your relationship with other people. You can't do it. I'm telling you, it never turns out well. Because either you get an influence that fucks your shit up, or it bleeds into something that is not
Blurred
what you want.
lines.
Yeah, don't do it. It's a bad idea. If you have a problem with like your sexualness in your relationship,
Call your mom.
Okay, I'm not sure that's the best.
I'm just saying, like, if you really want to complain to someone outside to get a better perspective of like, hey, am I correct here that this is fucked up? Like, our sex life sucks. Call your fucking mom. Like, I know it's like, oh, she's my mom. That's what fucking moms are for.
That's fair.
Call your dad. Like,
I don't know. There's never been a situation, even in my own life, because I've done it with other people too. There's never a situation where I've talked about like how frustrated I am, like sexually in my relationship, where it has ended good.
Yeah.
Not one time.
To be fair, though, would you have stayed with certain people as long as you had if you knew how fucked up your sexual relationship was with them?
I've gone back and forth about that. I don't know, because I was so like, I don't think it would have mattered, to be honest. In that moment, that's like hearing it afterwards. Yeah, you're able to look back and be like, well.
All right.
Maybe.
I have seen texts of the two of them complaining about their sex lives, talking about how much they want to have sex with each other. Nope. Sending nudes. Nope. Etc. He has even sent an explicit photo with part of his wife's face in it, claiming he wishes it was my wife. No,
that'd be it. That'd be done. Okay, see that? Yes. That, the beginning of this, the headline, the am I the asshole? Should I get it? Yes. That, you should get a divorce. That alone. Yep. I wouldn't even have the conversation with her. I wouldn't even been what the fuck is happening with all of this? I would have been like, good talk.
This isn't emotional cheating. This is cheating.
Yeah. Okay, so can I, what time do we got? We got enough. Can I couldn't see it because it was, can I just, you can give me your definition, but can I just define emotional cheating? Because that is cheating. That's not emotional cheating.
Yeah.
That's different.
No, they're sending nudes. They're telling each other they want to fuck each other. That's cheating.
Emotional cheating is like when you're telling, like
getting emotional gratification from another person in your partner.
Like, I would say, on my end, I don't know about yours, but I would say when we first started talking as friends, that was emotional cheating.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I was getting an emotion I wasn't feeling in my relationship out of the conversations we were getting.
Well, and we were flirting, and we were
getting emotions out of each other without like all the extra shit.
Yeah.
That's emotional cheating.
Yeah. But we weren't sending each other fucking nudes.
That is cheating. That is cheating without being physical. That's totally different. Yeah. That's a totally different thing.
We weren't telling each other we wanted to fuck each other.
Yeah.
All right. There's been a lot of complaining about me and about his partner, and how we do not sexually gratify them. She has been trying to stay on top of deleting threads, but often does not think to delete the stuff from bedtime or to overnight. I am fairly confident nothing physical has happened yet. Doesn't matter. Part of me feels guilty for this. I have not been a perfect husband by any means. I've always been the one to do all the chores at home, care for the pets, cook, do our laundry, etc.
Trash.
Okay.
Sorry.
I will admit, though, that I am not the most emotionally available husband. I'm not a cuddler or overly sexual person. Sounds like a great guy to me.
Well.
I understand.
Sorry.
No, I'm not. I didn't mean like that. I just mean like I don't see the problem here.
I know, that's what I was saying trash to. Not to him, to
like
her.
The cuddler part, like, yeah, that sucks, but you're fucking doing everything. Like, I take that. Yeah. And you're not overly sexual, that means I'm not going to be bothered all the fucking time? Okay. I understand this affair is her choice and not mine, but I do feel like I've pushed her into this and I feel the guilt of it. Stop. My problem is that I do not know how to approach this. At first I was shocked and angry. Now I'm numb and emotionless. Part of me feels because you've already emotionally divorced her.
Yep.
Part of me feels the writing was on the wall for this marriage a while ago, and this is the final blow. Our family lives are insanely intertwined, and we literally share the same friend group.
You need to start cutting that tree.
Yep.
That's what I was.
Yep.
That's what I was
Which
saying
friends
before.
know about this?
That's what I was saying before. I'm gonna go back to that, but that's what I was saying before about the intimacy thing. The intimacy thing.
Mm-hmm.
That was dead long ago. Let's say
Yeah.
like 6 months or whatever.
More than that.
That should have been a conversation then.
Yeah.
Is what the point I was getting at before.
Yeah. Why
is
are
that,
we not
like,
talking to each other?
Is that you saying like?
But then again,
that
it sounds
this was
like they
over a
have
long-
been talking about it because
this was
they agreed that it's probably a depression and hormonal thing and they're working on it. So it sounds like they have been talking about it.
Okay, but that should be like a. What I'm saying is the fact that he says that it was over a long time ago. The fact that you're able to recognize that even still in that situation because he hasn't been cutting branches off that tree of like their lives being intertwined and whatever. The fact that you're able to see that means that you guys didn't do. I don't know about him, but like it seems like there was no work on that. It was just kind of like we just don't have intimacy anymore.
But like I said in the beginning, he said we've determined that it's probably due to depression and hormonal issues, and we've been working on it, which means they have been working on it, or at least he has. I don't know about her now at this point.
Okay, but perspective-wise, what I'm saying is, if I stopped wanting to have sex with you, what would be your first like thing to do about that? Would that be surprising to you?
Well, it would take me a minute to notice. I'm just kidding.
Would that be upsetting to you? Would you recognize that there's probably a bigger issue than just the not wanting to have sex with you?
Well, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, as far as that, like, you noticing, I'm saying, like, I would have made this connection sooner, was the point I was making at. The point that you've already had the conversation about the friend being overly, like, sexual and trying to get a rise out of it. The fact that you've already been doing this with your wife about, like, her shutting it down or whatever, and then your intimacy goes out the window, like, that would have already been red flags to me to be like...
Yeah.
Sorry.
Alright. It says, I don't know if I should just be trying to move out and figure things out,
yes,
or if I should be getting a divorce at this point. I know I will be gaslit when I finally confront her and don't even know how to confront her. See, the fact that you know you're going to be manipulated or gaslit is also a red flag.
Yep.
I also don't know if I should tell the other guy's wife. Yes. I feel guilty given that they just had a baby. Don't matter. Reading this back, I understand I probably look like an idiot for not already have left, but I am struggling. Edit. We do not have kids. Oh, that's way easier.
Bye.
Just pets. The relationship...
I'm taking the dog.
Yep. The
Fuck
relationship
you, I'm taking the dog.
felt like was going south for a few years now, but this was completely unexpected. I truly do not know if this is something I can forgive or move past or not.
You don't have to.
You don't have to.
No. Move. Divide.
Edit 2. Another big issue of mine is the amount of disrespect thrown at me in those chats that she laughed along at.
What? Oh, between the two?
Oh.
I assume.
Yeah. Between the...
Yeah.
Yes, he's talking... Okay, I was confused. I thought he meant like the Reddit chat. No. He's talking... Okay.
Yeah.
Another big issue of mine is the amount of disrespect thrown at me in those chats that she has laughed along with. So, like, the chat between her and the coworker. Me, quote-unquote, washing her panties that he got soaked.
That's trash.
Or, quote-unquote, making them dinner while he blows her back out.
That's trash. That's just mean. And those were the ones. Okay,
I don't know if that's something I will ever get over. I'm a
for sure.
non-confrontal, pretty go with the flow guy, but these jokes are pretty foul. They are.
Well, the fact that he said that she laughed along with them
Yeah.
shows you
Yeah.
everything you need. That shows you everything you need to know. You don't. That alone would be a reason for at least separation of like, I can't be around you right now.
Mm-hmm.
Just that, even without the pictures and without like the fact that he sent those messages and she laughed it off, you being her husband,
instead of
that would
defending
be
you.
yeah, that would be enough for me to be like, I cannot be around you right now.
No, yeah. Even if I get over the sexting crap, it is hard to process how she can laugh along at stuff like that.
For sure.
Yeah, because it's just mean and cruel. She's literally being your bully.
Not only that, she's laughing at the fact of how, not that he is, but she's laughing at the fact of how stupid he is about the situation.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's a yeah, he doesn't even know. And I'm so happy about like the fact that we're doing this, and he's so stupid he doesn't even realize it.
Yeah.
Like,
this is a Scotty doesn't know situation.
Yeah, I agree.
It's straight bullying.
I agree. I think it would be a lot harder for me to get over that part of it than the actual, like, obviously they
It's
didn't do
just
anything
cruel.
physical, but like even
Like,
if
even
it
if you
was,
didn't think your husband was ever going to see those messages, it's still just cruel. It's cruel to talk about someone that you care or love that way. Like, you don't talk about people like that. And if you're going to talk about someone like that, why are you in the fucking relationship anymore? Why are you still dragging that person along?
Yep.
And I know why, because he fucking does everything.
Yeah, because it's easier.
An emotional affair is just a physical affair that hasn't gotten physical yet. Here's the deal, my guy. Cheating is a choice. If marriage is no longer working for her, she could have chosen to communicate that to you, or chosen to file divorce and move on. Instead, she sought out an emotional affair and chose to cheat on you.
Yep.
Stop acting like this is your fault. Cheating is never the fault of the person who got cheated on, especially if the relationship is not as good as it could be. The choice to cheat, and it is a choice, falls on the person who chose to step outside of the monogamy instead of trying to fix the problems and simply moving on.
Yep.
File for divorce, move on with your life, and stop beating yourself up. Marriages fall short for reasons, but none of those reasons justify cheating.
I was just gonna say that
Yep.
that there are so many people, the cheaty. There's so many people that are in that situation that are like, well, you don't. I mean, in different circumstances, but like I've even done it in looking back on my past and stuff like that. Like, there are so many times where they're the person that was like, well, yeah, but you don't understand. I did this, or I didn't do this, or well, I did this, so like I understand why they cheated on me. I understand why they did this because like I wasn't as attentive as I could have been, or I wasn't this, or I wasn't this. Is there room for improvement? Yes. But it is still a choice on the other person's end.
Yeah.
Always. There are so many times in our lives, even like our lives, that you can choose to cheat on your significant other.
Yep.
It's not hard. Cheating is not hard. And so, regardless of what you're doing, it's not your fault that the other person cheated. They can choose, like that said, they can choose to leave the relationship. They can choose to talk to you. They can choose to, if they are going to cheat, give you an ultimatum in some way of like, hey, I'm feeling this way. I am thinking about this. If these things don't change, I'm going to end up doing this. Like, there are so many different avenues that you can do before cheating, regardless.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not, and if you're, especially if you're the one on the other end that is making the effort of like seeing things wrong or seeing a gap in your relationship or whatever, and you are trying to make those changes of like, oh, I see that I haven't made her food in a long time, so I'll start making her food, or that she's been doing the laundry, and that's probably stressful, so I'll start doing the laundry for
Yeah.
her, because like especially if you're the one making an effort to fix those things and then you get cheated on, never your fault.
Yeah.
No,
Well, not just that, but it's not your fault, period. Like that guy said, it doesn't matter what you're doing wrong in the relationship or how bad you are in the relationship. Cheating isn't your fault. It's the person who chose to do its fault.
Yeah.
Like, you could have broke up with them. You could have, you know what I mean? Like, you could have, if you're going to cheat, you can leave first.
Yeah. That's what I was saying.
You don't have to cheat on the person.
Yeah.
Like, in what world, if you're emotionally and physically stepping out of the relationship, why do you need to have one foot back in it?
Yeah. And there's a difference in
I just want to test the waters. Fuck you. You don't get to test waters.
I wish I could communicate this the way that it is in my head, because I know that I know this clear division in myself, but I haven't found a good way to portray it to other people. But there's a difference between having an emotional connection with somebody else and like emotionally cheating. Like me and you have talked about, like, you to put all of your thing in one person, in your significant other, is
a lot for
unfair.
That person to take on.
So for you to like get emotional things like love from somewhere else, or emotional things from other people, or other things, like, I don't think that's emotionally cheating. It's when you're using that relationship specifically for romantic emotions.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's when it goes into emotional cheating, because now you're not trying to get that from your partner. You know you can get it from this person, if that makes sense.
You're not just having this person so you have someone to talk to and laugh with.
Yeah.
You have this person to get those romantic feelings from. That's not...
Yeah, that's not the same thing. Sorry.
This one says, tell the other guy's wife. Talk to your wife. Her response should tell you everything.
I forgot to tell you that. Yeah. I forgot to mention that. Yeah, for sure tell the other person.
For sure. Do not leave her in the dark just because you're trying to save her from whatever. You're not saving her from shit. It doesn't matter if she just had a baby. The longer she's with this guy and he's acting this way, the more painful it's going to be down the road.
Also, and
the more intertwined their relationship is going to be, the more problems they're going to have with it. Tell her now. Tell her now.
Also, I would say that it doesn't have to be, it
doesn't have to be malicious.
Well, I was gonna say, don't look for the like I left him too thing. There could be, it's possible, there could be a agreement or a situation between them to where that relationship is fine.
Yeah.
But
like, hey, I don't know how your relationship works, but don't know. So you know,
but
your husband and my wife have been talking explicitly to each other.
But you don't know that, and so like I'm saying, like, because you don't know that, definitely let her know. But don't look for the like, I can't believe you're staying with them or whatever, because that's not your problem.
No.
But leaving the other person in the dark is trash, because they deserve to know.
It says, tell the other guy's wife, talk to your wife. Her response should tell you everything. If she tries to gaslight you or blame you for everything without taking responsibility, then it's over.
Yep.
I don't know about this, but okay. If she accepts blame, shows true remorse, blocks the other guy, even to the point of changing jobs, then you may have a chance.
No, because that goes back to the other story about the prove how much you love me thing.
Not just that, but like...
No.
Not just that, but... No, it's already gone too far.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but talking provocatively with someone is one thing, but literally, like I said, it's bullying. Literally bullying her husband behind his back.
And it wasn't a oops situation. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. It wasn't
like... She didn't... Like, it wasn't this has gone too far, I don't know how to back out sort of situation.
Yeah. She's letting this guy say these disgusting things about you, and she's laughing along with it.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely fucking not. No. Nope. She doesn't love you.
No.
I mean, that's... Oh, wait, there is an update.
There is an update?
Yeah, 1 second.
What's your update? Where's the update?
It's right here.
Is that the whole update?
Yeah.
That's a long update.
Okay, wait. Okay. Okay, I ended up having the conversation early last week. It wasn't exactly when I planned it, but she knew something was up, as I had emotionally checked out over the last
Why did your intimacy go down?
few days leading up to it.
Sorry.
Some background info I learned not. Okay, some background info I learned that was not provided in the original post. The text had gone about a week total. It turns out I discovered it pretty early on, although they have texted a lot over the last few years. I've seen them in the past, and there was nothing like this, genuinely just work-related stuff. There was also a lot of remarks about the intimacy between us fizzling out, indicating that it may be a sign of the affair being physical. Our intimacy has dried out for the last year or so. We have chalked it up to stress, work, hormones, depression, up to this point. See, that's what I'm saying. They have talked about it, otherwise they wouldn't have had, you know what I mean? Like they wouldn't have had a
I know you're different. I understand our relationship is different.
Mhm.
I get that. That doesn't happen for everybody.
Mhm.
But if our intimacy wasn't anywhere close to getting better in a whole year,
Yeah.
I think there would have been a deeper conversation or even an understanding of like, we need to figure this out. Like, you know what I mean? Like that would have been like a huddle up relationship conversation, like sort of thing. Like, you know what I mean? Like that would have been like, we need to figure something out, no matter what this is. Like we need to figure something.
Yeah.
But that's what I was saying about the giving up thing. That's why it seems like it was like a giving up thing of like, yeah, we just don't do that. We just don't have that anymore. Sorry, go ahead.
In terms of the confrontation, there was no arguing or fireworks. I laid out a lot of grievances about the betrayal and the incredible disrespect I felt. I also pointed out the rage I felt over the hypocrisy of accusing all men of cheating for years. She swore up and down that nothing physical occurred between them.
Way to call her out on that, though. That's good shit.
I get that it's naive of me to believe it, but for various reasons I do. When I initially threatened to tell the other girl's wife was when the first wave of defensiveness began. She begged me not to ruin their family with the new baby and focus on fixing our marriage instead.
Yep. Now you're ruining her life.
I was also told how the OBS will definitely tell all their coworkers, and now both her. Oh, okay. She said to him that the girl, like the wife, will definitely tell all their coworkers, and now both her home life and work life will be ruined.
Sucks. My home life was ruined. Say.
They are both contractually bound to working together for the next 5 years.
Okay, have fun.
Because they're in a residency.
Have fun. Bye.
Her reasoning was that I have not made her feel desired / like a woman in a long time, and she gave in to hormones.
Nope.
As he was saying things that made her feel craved. Multiple times I did not feel like the situation was minimized. Statements such as nothing physical happened, it was just sexting, have not sat well with me. I also felt like I was being blamed for this. To clarify, we have talked in the past about trying to be more romantic and stuff of that sort. I feel like that does not mean doing this crap is acceptable.
Yep.
I admitted plenty of my shortcomings during the confrontation, but also reaffirmed that what she did was so insanely wrong.
Good
I
for
also
you.
reached out to the guy. He was clearly panicked. No shit. He was clearly panicked and swore up and down that nothing physical happened. He begged me not to tell his wife and ruin his life. He claimed that his son is his entire world. Well, you didn't think
Sucks.
about your son when you were fucking another
Sucks.
man's wife.
Same.
Or texting another man's wife, whatever. Which I rebuffed by saying all he did was complain about him to my wife. Not long after he
I've read the messages, bro. You don't get to lie to me. Sorry. Go ahead.
Not long after, he blocked me on everything and was texting my wife to not let your husband move out, and he is going to ruin my life now. Oh! That's what I would have called his wife.
Yep, that would have been the moment I would have been like,
be like, you
done.
Fucking idiot.
Done.
Alright, I wish I could say that I took my pets and stormed off and moved out like I dreamt up in my head. Sadly, all I did was move out of the room and demand time and space. She has been saying she'll respect that, but has been persistently approaching me, asking me about our marriage over the last several days.
Nope.
My emotions have ranged from complete rage to completely dead inside. You're done. You're out of the... If you can't even find a little bit of anything to keep you, there's nothing... You know what I mean? Like, if you're ranging from dead to enraged...
This is what I'm saying about people, like, having such a, like... I don't know. I'm making a split decision on a post, and I don't know. There could be nuances and shit in there. But this is like a genuine good guy syndrome right here.
For sure.
The fact that all this stuff happened to you, the fact that all of this is continuously trash, like even him being like, I'm going to blow up your whole life, don't talk to me, don't tell my wife, the fact that both of them are saying don't tell the wife, which I think is trash. Anyway. And the fact that they're both concerned about their job and all of this shit, and you're still like, well, I don't know, I just need space, and not just eject, I'm done, I'm taking the dogs and leaving. Like, that's I'm sorry. I feel bad. I feel bad for him.
Me too.
That's trash. You should have. I'm gonna say right now, you should have.
Yeah.
You should have had that whole nice, polite conversation
the fact that he even
you just
said,
had.
I wish I could have just walked out. I wish I could say I walked out with the dogs. Then just do it. If you feel that way, then just do it.
Yeah, but the fact that you had that whole calm conversation, admitted your shortcomings, heard her bullshit, and still, like, you could have left it at that. You could have had your moment, and nobody would have been like, you could have handled that better.
No, yeah.
You should have taken your pets, said your piece, and been like, figure your shit out. Even if you still want to be a nice guy. Just be like, I won't tell her, I won't say anything about the two of you, but I don't want to hear anything from any of you ever again. And done. I don't know. That's why nice guys get fucked. Right there.
There's still a lot of this, so...
Sorry.
It's okay. I'm just letting you know that there's still a lot of this. My emotions have ranged from complete rage to completely dead inside. I have just been working or in bed sleeping for 14 hours a day at this point. I know I am checked out at this point. I've been fighting passive suicidal ideations, wishing for a car to crash into me or just not to wake up. I can assure all that I have no active plans to hurt myself. That's and so that sad. It's not the point of this post. I feel like my entire life has been turned upside down. I recently established with a therapist for the first time in my life. Plenty of childhood trauma and terrible parents. And she has been telling me that I am mourning a life I thought I had. That's fucked up. Truthfully, I am just over all of this and everything. I have definitely just got into self-protection mode now. A few days ago, she asked me if I'd be willing to see a marriage counselor with her. I begrudgingly agreed. During our first session, I admitted I am unsure if I want to save this marriage or not. I was not a very active participant as I was quite checked out. I have only been it had only been 3 days since the confrontation. We had more appointments coming up. we have more appointments coming up. I have told her that I am unsure that I will ever get over this betrayal. I have also told her that it's clear that we have significant incompatibilities. She has been begging me to try as we've been together for so long, so clearly something works for us or something hasn't. Sorry. She has been
Time does
trying.
not equal love.
No. She has been trying to be affectionate the last couple days and getting me to reciprocate,
No.
as in holding her
No.
hand,
No.
give a kiss, compliment her, etc.
No, I ain't complimenting shit, bitch.
She's
no.
asking for compliments?
No.
Fuck you.
Nope. You don't get to feel good.
I have not
No.
told the other guy's wife yet. I have not decided if I will or won't. Morally, I know the absolute correct decision is to tell her. However, as mad as I am at my wife, I am not trying to just ruin her entire life. She did it, not you.
Yeah.
I am not out to get revenge on people. I grew up with enough confrontation, and I am definitely a non-confrontational person now. I have also just ruled out telling. I have also not ruled out telling her yet, but am just thinking on it. I apologize for how much this post is just rambling mess. All in all, emotionally, I feel dead inside.
Also, I have not ruled it out.
Well, I think I said it more aggressively than it was written.
No, it just seemed like the angel devil thing when you read it that way. I'm like, I still don't know.
But I might still tell her.
But
don't get crazy
I haven't
with me.
ruled it out.
All in all, emotionally, I feel dead inside. I have lost all the joys in my life, and I am just going with the motions.
You still got your pet?
I do not know if I'm able. I do not know if I will ever be able to get over this to save the marriage, and I do not know if I want to save the marriage. Our lives are just so intertwined that splitting would be such a difficult and miserable process. My closest friend is the only person who knows and have made it clear that the divorce would be their only choice if they were in my shoes. I am lucky to have had their support during this, but I do feel guilty for just trauma dumping the situation. I know most replies will be that I should have already started the divorce process, and I wish it was that easy. I will value advice. I know quite a few people have asked for updates. I definitely missed a lot of info and will try to reply as I can. Thank you. Edit. For clarification, yes, I have a large chunk of those text documents saved. I do not know if I'll ever get over this. When I told her that I don't know if I'll ever get past this, she told me how she knows that I hold grudges against people. That is not even the same. Whew. Referencing my poor relationship with my parents these days. Oh, fuck you!
You don't get to make me feel bad. You don't get to make me feel bad for your fuck up.
I definitely feel like there's been a minimization of the situation, but she frames it as trying to move forward and learn from the situation.
No, because what that seems like to me is that she wants you. Okay, good. What that sounds like to me is that she still wants her life, but wants you to get over this.
No, go ahead. Sorry.
But wants you to get over this, so she can go back. That's what it feels like. Go back to the relationship that she was cheating on you with. That's why she doesn't want you to tell his wife, because she knows that she has to be around this person for 5 years, which she's already said.
Yeah.
So they're not going anywhere.
She doesn't want to ruin their friendship.
But she also doesn't want you to leave because you're doing all the other stuff. Yeah. And if you can just get over this situation, I feel like she thinks she can make you believe that nothing's happening.
But if he leaves and they have to go through a divorce and people at work find out, it's going to be a question of why, what's happening. Yeah. Like, she's going to have to deal with all that too.
Yeah.
Okay, there's 3 more edits and an update.
Okay.
Woo!
We're just gonna have to cut it or leave it. We haven't done a long podcast in a while. We'll leave it.
Edit 3. I also learned that he texted her last night to complain about some work situation to her. Bro. Oh my god. I was told they were completely done speaking to each other, but it turns out the only person getting blocked is is him blocking me after I confronted him.
No! See, that's what I'm saying. She still wants the relationship. She just wants you to stay.
Edit
Trash.
4. The sentiment is pretty clear. How intertwined our lives are make the prospect of splitting that much more miserable. Our families are very close now. We share the same group of friends, work in the same hospital. Oh, you still have to work? You have to work in the same hospital
He works at the same
as
hospital?
the dude? No!
Fuck that. I'd get divorced right now.
This sounds like
Nope.
This sounds like someone we know at Psalms.
No
I think the countenance of dealing with
Oh shit.
I think the countenance of dealing with all of this is definitely affecting my thinking.
That's crazy.
Edit 5. For people who keep asking, we live in New York's NYS? NYS?
I don't know. You say they work there?
We live in NYS. New York State?
Yeah, I would assume so.
Also, for people who have just messaged me super hateful stuff, I would not appreciate getting that crap. I recognize.
Who's
I am not
hating?
thinking straight right now.
Who's
I don't
hating
know.
on
Who
him?
knows? This poor guy.
Anybody that's hating on this
poor
dude
guy.
is fuck. Get the fuck out of here. Anybody who thinks this dude is in the wrong in any decision that he's made in this whole entire thing, you are trash. Get the fuck out of here.
All right.
Sorry.
No, it's all right.
Crazy. Go ahead.
All right.
What?
Are you ready for update 2?
Yeah.
I hope it got some. I hope we can tie some things to here.
Is there an edit after the update?
Mm-mm.
It's just the update?
This is it.
Okay.
It's update and
Okay.
then comments. So.
Okay.
All right, update number 2. Actually, update number 3 because this was update number 2. I have received a lot of messages asking about updates. I will like the original post and first update below. I will link the original post and first update below. For background, we have been together for 13 years and married for 4, no kids. She does not seem to be showing true remorse recently. She has been very open about how badly she messed up and destroyed all our trust. I can't say whether this remorse has moved me at all. I still feel checked out. I've just been coming home from work and sleeping the rest of the day. She tries to get me to cuddle or hug her, but honestly, I feel so empty at this point. It's just going through the motions. I do actually feel bad about how I've been, but this has just struck me so deeply at this point. She had broken off all contact, it seems, with the other guy. She blocked him on everything and avoids him at work, according to her. I've told her that I'm always going to have this bit of distrust in the back of my mind now. We have been continuing therapy, but honestly, it still feels like her trying to justify the circumstances that led to the affair.
Yep.
We have clearly identified a lot of huge incompatibilities in our relationship. She wants to fight to change and be stronger, and I just...
don't care.
And I just don't even respond still. I feel like this affair validated so many self-doubts. My entire childhood was spent being screamed at about how everything I did was wrong, and now it feels like I'm being told
that I'm wrong again. Yep.
What I did wrong to lead to being cheated on. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it seems like she's understanding the gravity, and then sometimes she's trying to minimize so we can just move forward.
Sounds like not taking accountability.
The last few weeks have been awful. I've been struggling between completely numb and seething with self-hatred. I have not felt this lonely in my life since I was a kid. I have just been confiding with 2 friends, but at this point I feel like it's just pushing them away so I won't be anymore. No.
I just want to give this guy a hug.
I'm surrounded by a larger group of fair weather friends who can't be depended on for anything. My family will never understand divorce as this stupid immigrant culture. You tolerate anything to stay married. Oh.
That sucks, dude. I want to give this guy a hug.
I just am crumbling from the inside and don't feel like I have the strength to make a decision. Go to sleep every night hoping I don't wake up, just as I don't as I just want out of this now. Swallowing the pill that essentially half my life is being thrown away as unbearable. I recognize how easy it is to say that divorce is the right choice, but it doesn't make it any easier. Apologize for the rambling.
That's for sure.
Ooh.
That's so sad. That's so sad. One, that's so sad that, like, I understand that you don't want to hear somebody talk about the same thing over and over again all the time. But, like, also, you're their friend. Like, don't be a dick about it. And also, that sucks. The whole, like, your family not accepting, like, divorce or, like,
Yeah.
even with the situation being like, you have to work it out. That sucks. No, there's no. This guy makes me sad. This guy makes me sad at how, like, it's my fault still, even after all of this, that he's like,
Yeah.
that's so sad. Also, no, fuck that. The fact that she keeps trying to justify the cheating, no. I don't care what you say. If you can't, unless you're willing, as the cheater, unless you're willing to say, I fucked up, can we work through this? I wouldn't do that. Not me. After everything, I'd have been gone a long time ago. I wouldn't even given her the chances that he has. But if you, as the cheater, can at least admit, I fucked up, I did this, I have responsibility in this, what do we do moving forward? Then maybe you can work through that. But the fact that she's still trying to justify why she was in the right for no.
Yeah.
There's no need to continue that. No. There's no need to continue having that in your life. Not at all.
I agree. This is crazy.
No.
The fact that he's still with her, still working out, that's nuts.
That's, yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, even his mentality of, like, that makes sense, though, of the not being okay with divorce. That also makes sense for why he's so,
he's taking so long to make this decision.
Yeah.
It's because it's a family thing. Like, it's like, it's embedded in him.
Because it's like it's kind of like I said with my parents of the we work it out. You don't just give up. You work, not just with my parents, but like, in general. But, like, you work it out sort of mentality. When you grow up with that, like, it's easy now to be like, yeah, just get a divorce, just leave. But, like, when you grow up with, like, leaving and divorce is the absolute last, like, you've already cut your arm off and sacrificed it to them to keep them before that's an option. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, growing up with that, it is a lot harder. So that makes more sense of why, like, it's not. But I don't know. I love you, but it would be so hard for me to get over that. Especially if we all had to work together in the same building, even if it wasn't on the same shift.
Yep.
Like, it would be so hard. I probably would turn into that demanding person in that situation. Like, if we were going to work it out, there would be a lot of, like, stupid demands to make me feel better. Yeah. Like, you have to tell me, like, when you left, where you're going, what, like, who is at the office today, like, what, you have to call me on every break, like, you know what I mean? Like, I probably would turn into that person with this situation. Especially the fact that, like, they have a contract that they have to be there for 5 years because of their residency. Like,
that's crazy. I don't know.
Like, and it's not just like, well, if we can't make this work, like, I can just move to a different department or, like, whatever, you know what I mean? Like, no, if we chose to make it work and try to figure it out, I probably would turn into that person. Like, honestly.
Yeah.
Because I don't think I would be able to get over that. Like, the fact that you did it behind my back in the first place, that would be hard for me to get over.
Yeah.
But just, like, the text messages and the way that you guys were talking about it, and, like I said in the beginning of this, like, the blatant, like, he's so stupid, he doesn't even know that we're doing this, like, sort of way you guys were talking with each other. Like, I don't know. I don't know if ever, I don't know if I would be able to get over that. And there would be a lot of, like, show me your phone and, like, I don't know. I would turn into that person after that.
Yeah.
For sure. If that was even, like, able to happen.
I'm trying to look through comments to see if
anybody's shitting on this dude,
No,
because
no,
that's
no. Well,
nuts.
no. I'm looking through his actual like Reddit through
See if there's another
comments
thing.
to see if there's anything about whether he told the other girl or not, or whether he made a decision on telling her or not.
Oh, that's just crazy. That's crazy. Should have started with that story though.
Yeah, right. Honestly.
Yeah, because we started that we started that story at the hour mark.
Yeah.
Like I understand that I stopped a lot and like made comments a lot and shit, but I don't know. I just like the stories like that, and like I said, it just makes me sad. Like to hear stories like the other person's like the person that got cheated on side of stories like that. Because like I'm all like personally, I'm always like even when there are things about the cheater that I'm like, oh, I get why you did that.
Yeah, he didn't say anything. That sucks.
Like even in stories of like the cheater, that's like, well, I cheated because of this and this and this. There are times where I'm like, okay, I can kind of like I can kind of
like
understand. I
like,
kind of
why
understand where you're coming from, but I'm always the person that's like, you should have. Did you communicate this? Did you try before it got to this point?
No.
Did you try to fix it before this point? And then to hear this guy's side of like he was doing all the things you would want, like he was like trying. They did talk about it. He was like doing all of like the housework and stuff. So taking it off of like the home that they share, taking it off of her side. You know what I mean? Like doing all of this stuff and like trying to fix the intimacy thing and like whatever. And then for him to still, after all of it, for her to treat him like she did, and then for him to still be like, I don't know, like it just makes me so sad.
Yeah, I feel bad.
Makes me so sad.
For sure.
If I was his friends, I'd be like, trash, get out of there.
One of his comments, though, he did say that, yeah, I definitely just need to grow a pair and finish this.
For sure.
So I feel like he is like heading in that direction of like, it will end in a divorce. He probably just needs more time to figure out how he's going to separate things and how he's going to go about it.
Yeah. And I don't know.
But like, how intertwined can your life really be if you don't have kids? Like, oh, your families like each other, but you just said you don't even really talk to your family. So does it really matter that your families are intertwined? Like, you know what I mean? Like, does it
also just put also I understand that that's not the person that he is, obviously, by like the things that he said.
Yeah.
But also like for me, and I understand that I'm different, but for me, like start fucking like I said, start burning those bridges. Start fucking just going through it. It doesn't matter.
Well, and like
at that point,
you have two friends that you're confiding in. Do you really need a whole friend group? Like, I understand, like,
that would be my campaign.
I think the friends aren't upset that you're confiding in them. I think the friends are upset that you keep confiding in them and not doing anything. Yeah. You're not being proactive about the situation. You're just, you know what I mean? Like,
you're sad. You're sad girling it.
Yeah, and not
just complaining,
doing anything to fix the situation. Like, better your life.
Yeah.
You know. And in one of the comments too, he said that his job is the only thing that's bringing him joy right now. Because like one of the people was like, "Why don't you quit your job so you're not working with them?" And he's like, "My job is the only thing that brings me joy."
That's surprising. And I mean, not like, really, because he's in the medical field.
Yeah, or whatever, I mean, but like most people who like are in the medical field, like they really enjoy their job.
But that's good that you can go to the place that they are at, and like this whole situation, like not revolved around, but like was at, and still find joy being there. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's hard. Like, you know what I mean?
Stereotypically, what culture do you think he is? He's in the medical field, and his parents are.
I would say either Indian or Mexican.
Yeah.
I would say.
I thought the same thing.
Yeah.
But except for I don't think that's really a cultural thing with Mexicans anymore.
But also
I think that's more so
Also,
not divorcing.
I mean,
or
me and
whatever.
you have talked about this. That's a
I think
cultural.
that's bigger in Indian.
That's a cultural.
Culture.
Well, he said immigrant, so it is. But I was saying like that's a cultural thing with all races, though. Like the divorce thing.
No, I know. I was just
Like, it's
saying
more-
stereotypically with him being in
No, I get that.
with
I was
him
just saying.
being in the medical field and
I was just saying like that whole mentality is like all the way around, which I think causes such, in my opinion, and we've had this conversation before. I think that's what causes situations like this. Is people being so against divorce and breaking up and all of this like society viewed whatever. I
Yeah.
think causes not causes cheating, but causes situations like this of like where you put up with way too much, you put yourself through way too much that you don't need to or that you shouldn't
and I hate
because
that.
of that.
I hate that comment too. Of I feel like I wasted half my life on this. I don't want
Yeah.
to just throw it away. Is like, okay, but do you really want to spend the other half of your life in this now?
Yeah.
Because you're never gonna get back.
That's worse.
You're never gonna get back what you spent the first half of your life doing. You're never gonna get that back. You know what I mean? You're never gonna get back you and her having that good relationship in the beginning. That's never gonna get back.
You're late.
Fuck, Zach! God damn it, every fucking time.
Cheryl was late for work because we talked too long because we didn't think that it was going to take that long. So she had to run. So that's why the abruptness. But thanks for listening. I know it was wrong. I know it was long. But yeah, we'll try to keep it a little shorter. But yeah, me and Cheryl are probably going to keep doing those because they're fun. So comment your comments or views or anything you want to add to the stories or what we said, or if you agree with anything that we said, or if it was fun for you. Anyway, so yeah, have a good day. Beans and cornbread.